There we go. Hello, hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Waiting over here on Instagram to connect. How is everybody today? Yes, Janice, that's the right one. Thank you. Um, I'm already throwing links at Janice that I did not prepare. You guys know how this goes. It's a fun time over here, right? Janice loves when I throw these curveballs. How is everybody today? For those of you who don't know, my name is Katelyn. I am here from the WeCrochet team. We come here live every Wednesday to chat with you about great new things. We have guests sometimes. We've got a guest today. And it's so exciting because she is a brand new guest for us. Never before been on the live. I'm a big fan, big follower, but we'll talk about that in just a second. Hi to everybody coming in here. No, I still didn't get my notification that we're live on Instagram. Okay, hold on. Let me double check that I clicked the right button. Oh, it says we're there. Okay. I'll try to do this the hard way where it doesn't give me the notification. Yeah. I don't. Okay, we'll see if that comes up because honestly, I don't want to be fooling around here, but so sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Oh, there we go. Click on that. There we are. Okay, so now I got everything. Okay, here we go. So hi to everybody who is coming in here. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Posh DIY Crochet Patterns. Hi, Susan. Hi, Ravina. Hi, Julia. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Samantha. It is wonderful to have you guys all here over on Instagram as well. Thank you to the people here on Facebook and YouTube. I do want to remind everybody, links will be over here on Facebook and YouTube. Instagram, you can check over there, or we'll try to get any link out to you as well. I want to share one quick thing with you before we bring our guest in, because I'm so excited about this. Not related to the topic today, but yesterday I finished my what was it called, Janice now? My Rustic Farmhouse Bunny by Michelle Moore. I did just a little one with just the worsted weight yarn. She's holding hers 3 times, so it makes it bulky weight, but oh my gosh, it's Easter time. It is so cute. Cute little bunny. Anyway, okay, I just had to share my finished object. I don't get to do that very often, so I wanted to do that. Okay, so I'm going to bring in our guest. We have Elise from Elise Rose Crochet. Hi, Elise.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
So for those of you who don't know, Elise is this amazing crocheter YouTuber, or at least that's how I know her, okay? Like, this is how I found her. I found her on YouTube. I've been following along for a long time, so I told her when we first got on, like, this is like fangirl moment for me. I feel like I know her, even though she has no idea who I am, because I'm just one of those, like, creepy subscribers who watch her all the time, and she doesn't even know I'm there.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. And your little bunny is so cute. I've been seeing those on Instagram and I was like, oh, I love the amigurumi stuff. So
Yes.
that's adorable.
Yes. I mean, as you can see behind Elise, she does a lot of amigurumi and it is the cutest stuff ever. I am not that great with amigurumi with all of the details. Like this is enough for
You did
me.
a great job. It looks amazing.
Thank you. Thank you for that vote of confidence. We're having people come in saying hello, that they are so excited to see you today. Lindsay is saying, hi, Elise, love your videos. I couldn't agree more. If you don't already follow Elise, you need to go over there and do that. We were just talking about the one review video she did, and they were looking at crochet hooks under a microscope to see how smooth they were. I mean, guys, it is great stuff to watch. I like to watch while I'm eating my lunch. It's just my personal preference, but it's all great. So for those who don't know who you are, can we give a little backstory about how you got started in crochet?
I haven't been crocheting. Well, that's not true. My grandmother taught me how to crochet when I was like 10 years old, but I really only learned how to make a chain. And so I remember one of my best friends and I in 5th grade, we were at recess and we made a chain. It was probably like 10 feet long. But that's really all I knew how to do. And I didn't pick it back up again until 2016, around that time. And my son has epilepsy, and I have 4 kids. And so at the time he was 17, and things really spiraled out of control with his health. It was a very difficult time. And We were a super busy family. I was always on the go. I had a younger son, 2 older kids, and I lived in my car, and basically everything came to a screeching halt because his health was not good. Um, Epilepsy was out of control, and he really needed to be home. His brain needed to rest, and we had lots of doctor's appointments and hospital visits, and I was driving myself and everybody else crazy because I just couldn't stop thinking about, what if this happened? What if that happened? And I decided one night when I was just at my wit's end, and I thought, I'm not helping him. I need a hobby, and I'm going to find one today. I was determined. So I just got on Pinterest and started searching around hobbies, and I came across this beautiful granny square blanket. I didn't even know that's what it was called, by Alicia Paulson. And it stopped me dead in my tracks. It was like this beam of light went straight to it, and I thought, I'm gonna make that. Okay, this is gonna be my thing. And I literally went to a local yarn shop the next day, got a bunch of yarn, figured out I didn't know how to make that at all. I was like, that was way over my head. I thought I could just pick it up, but I found out that it was called a granny square, went onto YouTube, found a tutorial from Jada and Stitches, and I was like, "Oh my gosh," and I was obsessed from that moment forward. It was so good for my mental health. Everybody else was happier because mama was happier,
Yeah.
and, I literally haven't wanted to put down my crochet hook since.
That is amazing. I hope your son is doing better because
Much better.
epilepsy is a very scary thing,
Yeah,
not just for the person themselves, but witnessing an
yeah,
episode,
yeah,
especially when you don't know what's going on, is very
yeah,
scary. And
mhm,
I get it as a mom. Like,
yeah,
all you want to do is protect your kids. You think
yeah,
of the worst all the time. And
mhm.
crochet really is an amazing outlet. And I
It
love too, like, just specifically like with your situation, it's very portable too. For all those
Yes,
doctor's visits, you can
yes.
take little
Oh,
projects
yeah,
with you to
mhm,
kind of help. I know I get like that white coat syndrome where your like
yeah,
anxiety starts to raise when you're like going to a doctor's office. I always take a project with me so like it helps calm me because I have to focus and it
yes,
can bring my mind to one simple thing that I can
yes,
control. And
mhm,
it's just an amazing thing to have.
yes,
So,
yes.
yes,
Couldn't
making
agree
anything
more.
with your hands is an
Yes,
amazing thing. So,
mhm,
well, we
yes.
are so happy that you found your way to crochet. Maybe not the reason why, but we're glad you're here
Yeah.
and we're glad that you are on this journey. And yeah, we get to share it all. I mean, there's people coming in here like Michelle Ferguson. I'm pretty sure you know her.
Yes, hey, Michelle.
Saying hi, Elise and Caitlin. I just admire Elise so much. So excited for this collaboration. Yes, we are too, and we admire her too. Lindsay also says she loves your videos.
Well, thank
We
you.
also have a comment, here from Carlene saying, love your YouTube videos. Yeah, everybody is here and so excited.
Yay.
Um, so we have a comment here. So how you started with the blanket and it was out of your league.
Yeah.
Their first was amigurumi
Oh,
and it
yeah.
was out of their league and
Yeah.
had to go to YouTube to learn, which
Mhm.
YouTube is an amazing tool.
Yes.
Like when I first started, YouTube wasn't really a thing or like it wasn't that big. Like
Yeah.
I've said this before. I learned from a Klutz book. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
dates us, but
Yeah.
I learned from a Klutz book.
Yeah. Yeah, it is
Um,
nice to have those video tutorials now that it is
yes,
literally right at your fingertips. You can learn
yes.
anything you wanna learn.
Yeah, it's so great, and
Yeah.
you can slow it down, you can speed it up,
Yeah.
and the thing too with the whole internet, YouTube, is you can find the person you connect with,
Yes.
because just like in anything, like you think back to school, it wasn't that you were bad at a subject or didn't
Right.
understand something, it was maybe you just weren't being taught in a way you need to learn.
Yes. Mhm.
And YouTube opens those doors for us to be able to find the teacher that
Mhm.
explains things and shows things in a way that works for our brains. So
Exactly.
I
Yes.
love it. There is a question here for you from
Okay.
Lindsay. Did you know how to? We do know. Well, maybe not everybody. You do knit. You do knit
Mhm.
amigurumi animals. So which one was first? Was it crochet and then you moved into the knitting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crochet first, then knitting. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. I learned to crochet first, and then I learned to knit.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely more of a crochet girl. I'll just being honest. I don't know,
Yeah.
it goes faster. and it has more of that quick. I mean, like I showed you that bunny, I think I did it in
Yeah.
like an hour and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
goes so fast.
Yeah, it really does. And when people ask, "Oh, I wanna crochet and knit, which one should I start with?" I usually recommend just unless you just really want like you are dying to knit, just start with crochet and then move into knitting. I feel like
Yeah.
that at least that's the way my brain works. I
Yeah.
needed to do that way.
Yeah, well, I think of it too, like, I think crochet is slightly easier from the
Yeah,
perspective of you don't have the live stitches like you do in knitting.
yes.
And
Mhm.
with crochet, if you put your hook in the wrong place, it's okay. Your
Yeah,
project isn't going to unravel
right.
because you accidentally put the new stitch in the wrong place. Like,
Yes.
just keep going, add
Mhm.
on, pick
Right.
up, drop, pull back. It's just,
Yeah.
in my opinion, less of a brain freezer because like with
Mhm.
knitting, it took me a while to learn how to like fix my mistakes. Where
Oh,
crochet, it's
yeah.
just rip it out, do it
Oh,
again. Like,
yeah. I usually have, like, mini heart attacks when I'm knitting, and I
yeah,
knit pretty frequently, so I still get nervous when I drop a stitch or something's wrong, and I feel like, "I don't know how to fix this. I don't know what I'm doing." So
yeah, yeah. It really can be like frustrating. And it could just goes and
yeah.
sits in a corner and I pick up my crochet again. So
Yes. Yeah.
anyway. So we should say that one of the reasons you are here, other than me just being a total fangirl and feeling like I had to have you on here, was for National Crochet Month. That's right, March is National Crochet Month, if you didn't know. We were doing a couple things, and one of them was this collaboration on a mystery box that we wanted to do with you. And what we did is we asked Elise to pick out some of the things that she loved on our website or was super excited to try out, and we were going to put them in a mystery box just for you guys. Now, we are going to talk about the mystery box. We are going to show at least some of the things that are inside. So, if you did not buy a mystery box and you do not want it spoiled, now might be a good time to pause and come back and watch later when you get your mystery box. Because we don't want to spoil too much, but maybe you want to know what's coming in it and it won't be such a mystery. But we did want to share with you some of the great things that Elise has put together for you in this box. So we're going to throw a link into the chat over here on Facebook and YouTube, so you can go check out that box. We're also going to throw in a link to Elise's website, so you can follow her there. You can go and find her YouTube channel. You can sign up for her emails. You can do all the stuff for Elise because trust me, you want to do it. Make sure you follow, subscribe, notification bells all around. You will not be disappointed. And then you'll be able to see what else is going on. So we told Elise to go ahead and just kind of pick whatever she wanted. And we would work within those parameters to kind of figure out what we had the great stock on and everything else. And we put together these boxes. We are so excited. Do you want to show what's in the box a little bit?
Okay. So I'll just give you a little this is a full box. This is a very full box.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
so like you said, there's a spoiler alert coming, but one of my most favorite things is this wool of the Andes in this beautiful, I mean, this color. I don't think the camera can do it justice, but this is okay, it's blossom heather. I love heathered tones. I think that they are so beautiful. And of course, I chose yarns that I think are great for amigurumi. And I think sometimes people get a little scared of using wool, but it's one of my absolute hands down most favorite fibers for amigurumi because it
Yeah.
really does turn out so beautiful. Yes, you can't throw it in the washing machine, but it's a
But you're
sport
not
weight yarn.
really throwing your amigurumi into the washing machine. So it really is a great yarn for it
Yeah,
because you don't have to worry about it accidentally getting in the wash machine
yeah.
and ruining it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's so beautiful. I love the feel of wool. But this one is really I just when I opened the box, I gasped. I was like, "Oh, that is like my favorite color ever." Um,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's beautiful, but and I
So
love these mustard
before
tones.
before we keep going though, there is a question
Okay.
here about an affiliate link. And we should say that yes, Elise has an affiliate link. Do you happen to know if you have it on your website that we could go ahead and link people to or tell them where to go
Um,
on your website for that, or a YouTube video or something?
I don't have the link on the website.
Okay,
I do have a link in my Instagram stories.
perfect.
Yeah, in a YouTube short, on a comment, and on Facebook. So I do have it in those places.
Okay, so make sure if you want to use Elise's affiliate link, which is absolutely amazing, please go do it. Head over to her website, which you'll find the links to her Facebook, her YouTube, and her Instagram. You can follow along there, and she has all the information there that you can go ahead and join. There is also one other question that I want to address real quick before we jump back in. Are all the colors the same? Yes. The mystery boxes are all the same. The items that Elise picked is in every single one. So every box is going to be the same. So the mystery is more you don't know what you're getting unless you're watching this right now. But yes, all the boxes will be the same. So it doesn't matter kind of which one you get. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Um, Another thing that I'm really excited about are the little light bulb shaped stitch markers because I talked about this in a recent video. I am I've gotten so I've gotten, tricked so many times into using the stitch markers that don't lock, and then,
Mhm.
especially with amigurumi, you really do wanna know where the beginning of that round is, and
Right.
I will be crocheting away and look down and see that, the stitch marker is gone. The
Yep.
other thing that I discovered is that when I've used those thicker stitch markers, they leave a noticeable little, it's
Mm,
not necessarily a hole, but you can definitely see where that stitch marker was. So I
right.
chose these because they lock and they are ultra thin. So it
Yes.
doesn't matter what weight yarn you're using. Number one, these aren't going to go anywhere. They're not going to all of
Yeah.
a sudden go missing and you don't know where did you run off to. But they'll also they're not going to leave a visible mark where you use them. So I was
Right.
like, I am so excited to get these. And I love that it comes in a little container.
Mhm.
And it's just cute. I love things that obviously they're very functional, but they look cute too. So that's like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah. And the great thing about those is if you are a knitter and crocheter,
Yes.
it works for both
Yes.
because the
Mhm.
end of it is a little bit larger,
Yeah.
hence the name, the light bulb stitch markers. Um, and so they work for both. You can open them like a safety pin to put on your crochet, and then you could use them for your knitting as well.
Yeah.
That's why those are like my go-to
Yeah.
because
These
then
are
I only have to buy
fantastic.
like one set. Okay, one set per bag, but then it works whichever
Mhm.
bag I pick up because you
Yeah.
always have 50 projects going on.
And there's a bunch of them in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, so those are really great. We love those a lot. Not that you can't use anything else, but like Elise said, those are really great ones, especially if you're working with finer weight yarns,
Mhm.
because they are really thin, and they're not going to put holes into your
Yeah.
projects.
Mhm. Another thing that I had to have, there's no practical reason for it, but I needed it. It's the granny square enamel pin because I
Yes.
love I still very first project, granny squares, and I still love them, and I just thought this was so beautiful. I love it
Yeah,
so
it's
much.
like your badge of honor that you can wear on
Yes,
your project bag.
yes, yes. Let everybody know I'm a crocheter. Yeah,
Yes.
I thought this was really fun. Um, the other thing that I will share, and these are something that I'm super excited about. These are the crochet hooks. These are the dots crochet hooks, and it's an entire set of crochet hooks, which it's from a 2 millimeter up to a 6 millimeter. And I'm really, really excited about these. Yes. And it's got the little holder. So
Yeah.
excited.
So it's this great little holder. Yes, I am missing a crochet hook. Yes, it is currently it's in a project. I try not to use these hooks so that I always have every size. It doesn't work. These
Right.
are my favorite hooks. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to hear what you think of them as you
Yeah.
start to use them and everything. And I'd really like them under that microscope and see
Oh,
how
we're
smooth they
going to do
are.
it. We're going to do
Okay.
it. Oh, we're
I
doing
need
it.
to know that report because we're working on if we need to change any of the tips out or anything like that. So yes,
Yeah.
we need that
Yes.
research, please.
And I did choose these because I have gotten so many requests on my videos. Will you please review the dots crochet hooks? I
Yep.
love my dots crochet hooks. Please choose them, you know. So when I saw I knew that these were going to go in the mystery box because I've
Yeah.
only heard great things about them. So, and I love having the whole I love a display person. I like to have
Mhm.
everything out. I don't want to put
Yeah.
anything away. My entire craft room, everything is out. And I like it to be pretty too. I
Mhm.
really appreciate things that aren't just functional. It's form and function.
Right.
And so
Right.
that's one of my favorite things about these is that
Yeah.
they're going to work great, but they
And
also look so cute.
this helps me a lot too. Okay, so I still have cases that I put my hooks in and stuff for other hooks, but this helps because half the time I'm like, where did I put that hook case? Like I know I had it somewhere, but
Yes.
this because it's always on my shelf, I always
Yeah.
know I can grab a hook and when I'm
Yeah.
done, I stick it right back in.
hmm
I don't have to like put it down to go find that case and then I'm like,
Yes.
I don't know, I have a pile of hooks now waiting
Right.
to find their place.
Yeah.
So, yes, we love 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 the dots hooks. Um yeah, we're super excited about those too.
Yeah. Really love those. Another thing that I will show you is I did the Brava worsted weight. This is another amigurumi perfect yarn. I love a worsted weight yarn and I love all of the colors that this yarn comes in. So I just felt like this is perfect. Well, I didn't choose this just for amigurumi makers, but if you are an amigurumi maker, I think you're really gonna like this box because there are some fantastic yarns. And I also did put in the sport weight as well because I do like a finer weight yarn for all kinds of different projects, but especially for toys. But I think it's fun to I really like making the same project in different weight yarns.
Mhm.
Um, I really think that's fun to I just love to experiment with yarns and
Right.
see how what happens if I use this? What happens if I do this? So, yeah, and these are 100% acrylic. So,
Correct.
these are gonna be your workhorse yarns right here.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you picked our 3 most popular, well, yarns because Brava is our number 1 go-to acrylic yarn. And I mean, you can really use it for everything. You don't have to worry about washing it, caring for it, whatever else. And our other big seller is definitely Wool of the Andes. I mean,
Mhm.
that yarn is just perfect for everything. Now, I know you got the regular Wool of the Andes, but we do also have a superwash version. So
Okay.
if you do want to stay away from, a traditional wool because you're worried that it's going to get felted along the way, you can pick up the superwash version, still in a worsted weight. I'm not sure that we have all the colors, but the colors are very similar. We have almost all of them over there. So you can try that out too if you want to stay away from the full wool
Yeah.
yarn.
Mhm. Yeah, and I love to me, when I'm looking for a yarn, I want a yarn that comes in the colors that I want, and that's one of the things that I really love about the Brava and the Wool of the Andes is how many colors it comes in and the colors that
Yeah.
I wanna work with, that I wanna use, so, yeah, I'm really excited about these.
Yeah, we're always trying to expand those 2 lines in particular to keep bringing in new colors, new palettes, and everything because they just are. They're the greatest yarn. They're
Mhm,
really perfect. There's so many colors in it that you really can mix and match things
mhm.
together,
Yeah.
and it just makes it really awesome. So, and you can totally check out Elise's patterns that she has for her amigurumi to use the yarn that's in the box to go ahead and make something from it.
And I'm looking for one other thing, and it's down
Oh,
in the bottom of this box, and I've gotta move all this yarn out of the way. Um, okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. This is something that I think we should all as crocheters have this in our toolkit because how many times has this happened to us? But it's the crochet hook gauge. My goodness, how many times have I needed something like this? Um,
yeah.
because sometimes crochet hooks end up where they just print the
Mhm.
size and then later on you don't remember what size it is. So I thought this is such a perfect little tool to have for crocheters. I love this and I love that you can just attach it to your little project bag anywhere
Yep.
you want to keep it.
Yeah, and we should say that that one is a collaboration we did with Katrinkles, which many people already know about Katrinkles. And there's other little gauge tools like that on our website that you can put on that little chain, so you can have multiple things that go with it as well if you're looking for other little things in your toolbox. And it's like a small one. It's not huge.
Yeah.
It's a nice small one you can keep in your project bag, or if you have one of our pattern folios, you can throw it in there too. Like, it's just a nice little size instead of some of the really big ones that
Yeah.
are out
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Yeah. I love this. I think every crocheter should have this. You need this.
Yeah.
We all
And
need
we
this.
should talk for just a second. So you'll notice that that one, it's like open. And then you'll notice that some gauges are just circles. The circle ones are made for knitting needles, and the open ones are made for crochet hooks. And the reason you want an open one for a crochet hook is sometimes that tip is a little bit larger than actually like the shaft of it is. So it's harder to get through the hole. So if it's open, you just lay that part, the thickest part of the hook in there, and then you can see what the size is. So
I
that's why you
didn't
want
know
the
that.
open one. Yeah.
That's so good to know, because I've
Yep.
thought about that too, because I do have another one that is the holes, and
Uh-huh.
we're always like, "Wait, and what am I measuring here?" So that is
Right.
actually really, really good to know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've even noticed it with like our dots hooks, depending on what it is. Sometimes this tip right here gets stuck, but
Mhm,
that's not what you're measuring. You're measuring this part here that is all the same size. Like, because
mhm.
sometimes, the tip is a little bit bigger, or because it's
Yeah.
pointed or whatever else, it can be a little different size. But really, this is what gives the size of your stitch. So that's what you want to measure it.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
But yeah, we love that tool as well. It is a must-have to keep things in place, because too, like our dots hooks, well, I can't really see it, but our dots hooks come with the millimeter size, and some hooks come with millimeters, some come with the US, some come with both. And so it
Right.
is nice too to have the gauge, because then you can double check if you aren't quite sure what the matchup is. That'll also help you too, as like
Mhm.
a quick reference.
Yeah, I always refer to my crochet hooks in millimeters, because I just know that if I'm talking about a 3 millimeter crochet hook, I know that
Mhm.
everybody understands what that means. You
Right.
know, we all know, and sometimes people don't know the letters, and they don't always coordinate the same, and,
Yep.
so yeah, I always stick with millimeter. That's the only way I reference them.
Yeah, and then what, there's 1 or 2 hooks that don't have a letter, it's
Yeah.
just a millimeter number. And
Mhm.
I don't know, sometimes it gets confusing, but yes, I agree, millimeters, you can't change that. Like, a
Right.
millimeter
It is. It is
is a
what it is.
millimeter, where the
Mhm.
letters, if you really want to find something, you might have a different letter number, and or letter on it, and you don't know
Mhm.
what that matches up to. So,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We're so excited about this mystery box. We hope that you guys are getting a chance to go check it out and purchase it. It's an amazing deal for what you're getting inside of that box. We stuffed it as full as we could get it stuffed. It
It's
does come
stuffed.
in a really nice box with some tissue paper. So it is going to come all together if you would happen to purchase it with something else, because you're allowed to do that. But yeah, we hope you'll try out the mystery box and check out everything that Elise is doing, because she is phenomenal, and we're going to twist her arm to get her to work more with us and our yarn. Okay, maybe not really, but we're going to try really nicely to
Twist
get
my
her.
arm.
But yeah, so it was so wonderful to have you join us, and to do this. Is there anything else you want to share before we end up here that people should be looking out for over on your YouTube channel? How regularly are you posting over there, so people know when to
I
follow
try to
you?
post every week. I have been promising, people that I would have this duck pattern that I've been working on for over a year, and it is coming out this Saturday, and I've done a full tutorial. It's a knitted duck with no, it's not. It's a crochet duck with knitted clothing, and I did
Ooh,
and it because I made people wait so long, I thought, "I'm gonna give it to them all." So, it'll be free on my blog, the written instructions. I'll have the pattern on Etsy and Ravelry, but there will be it's a 3-hour tutorial of the whole thing. So, I hope people will enjoy that.
that is awesome. And yeah, I think too, I mean, not that I don't like a full tutorial. Trust me, I do. But the thing that too I love about Elise is that she does a lot of reviews. She talks about
Mhm.
different She tells us what gadgets are great, what she's finding to be successful. And so it really does help kind of take some of that guesswork out of the things that you're doing in crochet, to have somebody else who's compared things side by side
Mhm.
to help you get an idea. That doesn't mean you shouldn't still go try things for yourself, but
Right.
maybe instead of trying 5 different of the same things, you can narrow it down to 1 or 2 and see which one works best for you based off of some of these other recommendations and digging around that Elise has done. Those are my favorite videos
Yeah.
that you have.
Those are my favorite ones to make too, and I do like to I always encourage people, experiment, try different don't be afraid to try different things, but I'm also going to I don't gatekeep, so I'm gonna share, when I've found something that doesn't work, I'm gonna share it, and when I find something that I absolutely love, I wanna share it too, so
Yeah. Yeah, so we're so happy to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining us. Please be sure to go follow Elise. Check out her newest YouTube videos. You will not be disappointed. I'll be checking out the newest one then too. So maybe I'll see you guys over there in that chat for those videos as well. Thanks so much,
thank
Elise,
you.
and
Thank
have
you,
a wonderful
Caitlin.
day.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.
Bye.